Imagine jumping into a Black Hawk helicopter, flying around Phoenix, Arizona on a whim, or being thrown into the cockpit of an airplane not knowing how to fly it. How scared would you be? How overwhelmed would you be? Well, that's the point of Day with Pace. Surprising my community members with things that are gonna get them out of their comfort zone, to remind them what it was like when they first started in real estate, when they first had to make that phone call and they're sweating and all just jarred up. That is what Day with Pace is all about. Getting these community members to be in positions of fear and pushing them to the limits. Let's see who's going to jump in to the deep end and who's gonna run away. When I first started learning how to fly, I was thrown into the cockpit of an airplane within 3 minutes of showing up to my lesson. I told my instructor, I said, Brent, Captain Brent, you know I don't know how to fly a plane. This is my first lesson. He goes, yep, here's the keys, turn it on, let's go. I wanted everybody to feel what that felt like. I wanted you to feel like sweat is coming from your hands while you're on the runway, not knowing how to communicate with the tower. And here you are, the buzz of the engine roaring in your face and all the wind flying at you going, I have to take off in this plane and land it 4 times in 30 minutes? I wanted everybody to feel what that felt like. And it was really cool. As we crafted this, we knew some people were going to be so fearful, so we decided not to tell anybody. Nobody knew what we were going to do. People assumed the obvious, which was we're gonna go and jump out of a plane and we're gonna skydive. And there were people like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. In fact, 3 people told me the night before that they could not sleep at all. They stayed up all night long. They were taking sleeping pills. They were so nervous because they thought I was gonna make them skydive. Then we got to the airport and we told them, nope, you're gonna fly the plane. And you saw them physically go, We're gonna film for their company as well. We're gonna get all the footage of you guys getting into that. And then I told them they're gonna have a mentor, a captain next to them, helping them take off. They go, okay, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. And I wanted them to remember what that felt like when they jumped into real estate and got a mentor like myself or Jamil, and what that felt like getting into the cockpit or getting up that phone, that first phone call. I wanted them to remember exactly what that felt like. So the airplane was a perfect fit for today's Day with Pace. So anybody afraid of doing this? Okay, you are afraid of doing this. Karen, Sean, Nick, all their hands flew up there. Oh my gosh, get this, I want to get this out of the way so bad.
Just don't like flying. Come in here, just don't do flying. Don't like flying. That's just, my mom's a flight attendant for 30 years. My brother's a flight attendant. I get on free all the time. I just don't like flying.
When we came this morning and they said, you're going to be flying, I was like, there's a part of me, a tiny part of me like, hell no, say no. But I gotta do it. Just do it. Surprise myself.
Yeah. Hello. Karen and Sean, they did get it out of the way when they came back to the house and they said, dude, I'm a different person. Like, I'm not even the same person I was 45 minutes. I've changed. I did something I've never done before. I got out of my comfort zone. I conquered myself. Because as they say, it's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves, right? It's not the airplane we conquer, but ourselves. And they came back saying, I'm a different person. And this reminded me I should be putting myself in uncomfortable positions more often.
I would do this again. And again, I'm comparing it to my first deal. You know, you did it, you get it out of the way, and all the things that you had in your mind, which was a block, is not there anymore. You can do it again. And I'm sure that, you know, when you do your second time, there are going to be other stuff. And it's pretty much practicing, doing it over and over again, and it becomes comfortable.
It was great. Jensen definitely is a great teacher. I was definitely nervous, but great teacher. I mean, he was about everything. He was smooth with it, told me to relax, let me take off. I took off, I was holding the plane steady, and then we did a 90-degree shift, coming around basically in a circle. Yeah, I mean, he's a good teacher.
That's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to do Day with Pace, is because it forces me even to do hard things that I've never done before. The week before, Black Hawk helicopter, never done that before. Next week, we're shooting bazookas and doing all sorts of crazy things. I've never done that before either. It reminds me of all the hard things I've overcome and how human beings will just go right back to the path of least resistance. path of least resistance. Always find the easy way out. Always find a comfortable place in life. But Day with Pace is gonna force me even, and my students, every single week to do something that's really hard, really challenging, and honestly, hella fun.
Hey, I wonder how things are going at the house.
I was able to solve not only sorry.
Well, if you want to drop bombs, like
If you want to learn how I found my passion and provide no.
Squat up.
Simple.
What's the line again?
A big reason why we're doing Day with Pace is to teach them how they even know me in the first place. Creating content. I create content, you know who I am, we end up doing business together, and I end up flying you out and hanging out with you for an entire day. It's amazing what content can actually do and the domino effect it creates in your business. And so I've been teaching the people coming out for Day with Pace how to create content and how to market themselves. I've never had to be more patient in my life. It has been challenging, to say the least. There are a handful of our students that are crushing it, they're branding themselves, and it was really fun to amplify them to another level and show them behind the scenes of how we come up with ideas, how we start with a big idea and we zero it down to like 5 little lines that kind of sync in with each other to create a fast, quippy little short form piece of content. That was magical. And I had one of the students yesterday, Justin, he said, this time with you today was worth $1 million. Watching behind the scenes of how you come up with big ideas and you know they're the wrong idea, but it's just throwing spaghetti at the wall until you start pulling the spaghetti up the wall until you find that one strand of spaghetti that actually will fit what you're trying to accomplish. There were other people that were just clueless to it. Like I could have told them for 5 days straight about content and they would have still gone home and not done a single thing. So we had to force them to do it and get out of their comfort zone again. It was challenging. The content part is honestly the most challenging part of Day with Pace. Chino, bro. You'll see Sarah and I coming up with this really great idea, zeroing down on exactly what we want him to say. That takes about 14 minutes maybe to like get to that point, and there's a room full of people coming up with great ideas. And I go, all right, let's film it. He's like, oh, hold on, let me practice it. Guys, he practiced for 6 hours until he could do it. And you know what? It just shows you how many people get in their own way. They just make everything way harder than it really is. He did a great job, but it took 6 hours to get a 13-second clip.
So you're telling me, dude, that you're solving a problem that the government can't even solve, which is affordability? How the hell can other people do this?
Well, simple, please. If you want to follow, sorry.
Don't say sorry. You still got like 31 mess ups, bro. You're
Okay.
way ahead of the curve.
Okay.
This was a great experience, and I'll tell you why. It reminds you that somebody can become a completely different person in less than 15 hours. People started the day fearful of doing a thing, and then seeing that they conquered it and did that thing, and then also built connections with camaraderie and really bonded over that same experience. People walked away literally saying, I am a different person. I am going to go home. They were literally on their calendars going, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna take more lessons. I'm gonna go get up in a plane. I'm gonna take my kids. Just watching what came from that and the compound effect and the domino effect of this one single day as a group of 15 people, insane. So I got a text message from Kenley, somebody inside the community. He's been in the SubTo community for 3 years. And he said, every other guru, mentor guy aspires to be your baseline. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, the crazy things you do every week with the community to build community is what everybody else that's a mentor wishes they could hopefully maybe do one time in their life. You're doing it every single week. And I was like, dude, thank you. That's such a compliment. He's like, that's why our community is so tight. And he's like, I can't wait for my Day with Pace. And I thought about people out there on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, like, how do I get a day with Pace? How do I go hang out with all these people doing real estate deals and go do crazy, wacky stuff? Well, guys, you got to be in the community. I hang out with people in the community all the time. Last year, I met 7,000 community members in person, 110 different cities. My wife and I traveled around in our Airstream, popping around, meetup to meetup to meetup with our kids. I want to meet you. I want to do deals with you. Get your ass in this community and let's do deals together. Watch all these people making money together. It's crazy. Rhea Campbell raised like $500,000 yesterday just at Day with Pace. Why aren't you at Day with Pace? You've got every single type of person coming together all over the country, spending the day with each other, making connections. Our community just comes in, does deals with each other, partners with each other, makes so much money together. Last year, we did $5 billion in transactions as a community. That is why we built this. Think about what will happen in 52 weeks of Day with Pace. We will have made thousands and thousands and thousands of people connect with each other. I bet you Day with Pace will generate $100 million in additional transactions this year just because of the connections we made through it. Shout out to the team. We love you guys. Thank you for taking care of these students. They will always remember this. I'm still getting text messages now the day after, people just saying, this changed my life forever. So you guys changed these people's lives with me. Thank you so much. Hey guys, check out Day with Pace. This was epic. This is day 2 of 56 days with Pace. Was this worth it?
Yeah!
See you next week.